Hey everyone, so we're out in the barn today and been doing a little bit of work around the house today. When I built this barn, I left us with a really large dirt pile out back, and I really haven't been able to do much with it since the barn was built. I got a bunch of wood out back that I really need to get moved, some low spots back there to fill. The woods really needs to be mowed with a bush hog. There's just a lot of work around here to do that is just impossible to do with just myself and a shovel. So what we did was we bought a tractor. So this is something that's been on our bucket list for a long time. We've always wanted a tractor. It's just been a little bit more money than what we've really ever had. But fortunately, we've been pretty wise with our money over the years, and we managed to save up enough to buy this tractor. We actually were able to pay for it in cash, which is always nice. So it is completely ours, and I'll show it to you guys right here. So what we ended up getting, as you can see, is a Coyote 3054. It's an LK 3054 XS. It was made in 2004, and my understanding about Coyote is they're a pretty popular small farm tractor for people doing what I do. This tractor especially, the XS model was the regular 3054, but the XS model has a larger hydraulic pump, so it can run a lot more implements a lot more efficiently. And as you can see here, we do have a backhoe bucket for it. It's really unfortunate, when I bought this thing, the backhoe had a really bad leak. Just pouring out of these top cylinders here. I tore it apart, and I actually have a video of that I'll share a little bit later on. But I tore this entire thing apart, took it completely off, replaced the O-rings. Come to find out, the O-rings were a little bit too small. So I hopped on the internet and read through some forums and ran across a guy who bought O-rings that did work. So I got those O-rings, tore this thing apart again, put them in, and man, now it works great. So I spent probably the past 2 or 3 hours just digging away at that dirt pile we've got out back, just trying to get rid of it and smooth that out and plant some grass and just make it a lot nicer back there. But again, it's really nice. We've got this backhoe attachment here that runs this small bucket. Works pretty well. It's got the stabilizer arms on it. A little bit of the dash here. We got the clutch, the brakes. This is forward and reverse, and then they got a fast and a slow speed on it. This over here controls the PTO. This is the engine RPM controller, and then this is the hydraulic arm for the bucket. Kind of go around here and look. What I really like about this tractor compared to some of the other ones I looked at is it's got a pretty large bucket. Some of the other ones I've seen have really narrow buckets or really small buckets, but this one had a pretty big one. There are two things it's missing. One's a headlight and one's a grill. I've got the grill on order, which hopefully will come in here in the next couple weeks. I'm not sure if I'll replace the headlight, just because I don't know if you can see it from here. But the guy that owned it before us put these really bright LED lights on, and I actually have another bar LED that I might put up top here on the front to get a lot more light. But man, I mean, this tractor, just in working it today, has been able to do more work than I can probably do in months when it comes to chipping away at that dirt pile. And I'll show you too. Other thing it came with here was a bush hog. So the tractor actually came with a finish mower, but they called me up and said that a guy was interested in the finish mower and wanted to know if I'd trade it out for a bush hog. And it was actually a brand new Land Pride bush hog that they'd only ran twice. And then the guy traded it in for a larger one. So we got a bush hog with it as well, and I was able to bush hog some of the woods, and it just makes it look so much nicer. But you can see here where I've kind of been taking chunks away at this dirt pile. It's a very large one. So I was able to tear a lot of it out today, and I'll probably just hit it every time I get, some spare time, and hopefully get rid of it and smooth all this out. I'll show you down here. We've got our fence material. So the plan with the fence material here is basically we're going to come off the the front corner of the barn, run it out to the bushes out here, run it all the way along this property line, hit the tree line, and then run it all the way up the tree line, back behind the dirt pile over by the chicken coop, and then kind of back up here to the back corner of the barn to try to fence this in. And Sarah's been talking about getting a couple sheep or something. We'll probably end up with some sheep or some goats, or I'm not sure what else. We talked about doing a beef, but we definitely don't have enough space out here for one to graze. So if we did get one, we'd probably have to spend a lot of money feeding it, which isn't the end of the world. I kind of like the idea of raising one, because then you can kind of butcher it and have your own meat. We did that last year with those 2 pigs, and it worked out really well. It's a lot of work, but it's totally worth it. But man, it'll be so nice now with this tractor. I can dig the post holes with the tractor instead of by hand. Be a lot less work on my part, and just generally do a lot more here around the property. So that's it. I just wanted to show you guys the tractor we got. And again, I've got another video I'll post after this one that kind of shows the issues I went through with having to take that hydraulic manifold apart to get those O-rings replaced so it stopped leaking. So that's it. Looking forward to a lot more videos now that we have this tractor, be able to do a lot more stuff around here. Guess a little bonus content here. So we've got all this woods back here, and unfortunately most of the ash trees are dead. You can see, man, I've just been going to town back here cutting up wood. I mean, I've got it stacked everywhere back here. This area right here is kind of the messiest. And the plan is just to designate one big area to put all the bucked up wood, and then one big area for splitting it. But hopefully this tractor will make kind of collecting this wood and getting it transported from place to place a lot easier. You can see back here, there were 2 really big ash trees. This right here, let's see if I can figure it out. Right there is one of them, and the other one fell into the, more or less following the creek line. But those are 2 really big ash trees that I cut down last year, and the logs are just really heavy, even cut down to size. So that the tractor will go a long way towards helping me push those out of the way. And then we got this big brush pile here. This has been down here for about a year at this point, so I'm sure that wood's nice and dried out. So the plan will be, it's supposed to rain most of the day tomorrow, so I might try to get out here on Sunday or sometime during the week, early next week, when everything is still a little bit wet, and burn that brush pile. And you can see I got wood stacked over there, and I got more wood stacked over there. So I've just got more firewood than I know what to do with, and eventually going to put a little spot out by the road so that we can sell wood in bundles or whatever for people who want it. And, you know, if somebody's interested in buying in bulk, I mean, heck, they're more than welcome to buy it until it runs out. So just one more thing to do around here.
Hi, Mommy. I'm going to do this circle monkey barn. Let's see if I can do it. 3, 2, 1, go. One more, guys. Yeah, I did it, Mom. Aren't you proud? Yeah, I finished it.